What is up, folks? Justin Khanna here. Do you need a new chef knife? Are you just trying to nerd out on some gear with me? This video is actually part of a side-by-side series comparison of some really fantastic knives from small independent makers and larger companies alike. If you want to check that out, go ahead and click or tap right here. This video is individual knife specific, so let's get right into it. All right, I saved this one because it's a very exciting one to talk about. This is the Sternsteiger ARMINIUS. I'm not 100% sure how it's possible for them to sell a blade like this at the current price. This is on Kickstarter right now. They are fully funded, which means you can pretty much guarantee that if you slide in now, you're gonna get your knife at almost $200 off. And I think this knife on Kickstarter right now is less than 100 euros, which is insane after I tell you about the materials. So yes, this is the second Sternsteiger knife we've covered here on the channel. The last one was their super sleek, modern looking Achilles. I personally wasn't the biggest fan. This one is much more my speed though. It comes in a wood and felt lined box. You take it out and notice the gorgeous Damascus pattern that flows right into the bolster, as well as the end cap on the handle, with a couple of really beautiful red accents, and they've also got the two brass pins. It's actually a really beautiful touch, and I almost forgot, they're saying it's 440 layers on the Damascus, and it does say hand forged stamped here on the blade. Speaking of that Damascus, this is one of the two options available on whatever Damascus pattern you choose after you support their Kickstarter. They don't explicitly say what type of steel is being used here, but it is a high carbon, which is immediately evident if you cut anything with a pH that's gonna piss this knife off. And if you leave it wet for even a few minutes, you're gonna start to notice some discoloration. This knife requires your attention, but I think it will serve you well if you like a few of those details. The blade profile is fantastic for me. This was a joy to use, but what you need to be super mindful of is the thickness of the blade itself. It's very consistently beefy right up to the tip and then right up to the edge, and then it kind of cuts at this very harsh angle down towards the cutting edge. So it's kind of like straight, 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 cut, you know what I mean? As opposed to like straight and then it kind of tapers in and then the edge goes, which basically means you have to sharpen this differently, and it's not a nimble, sleek cutting tool. If you cube a lot of meat, if you break down lots of melons or squash or prep carrots for juicing, this is gonna be a fantastic piece in your kit. But if you wanna shave radishes or prep potato brunoise, this is gonna drive you crazy because it takes a lot of effort to get this to cut straight. It's just too thick. And so I wanted to put a pin in that because if you're working in a precise cuts kind of kitchen right now, I would hate to see you cop this and not be disappointed, but not realize what you got yourself into. The balance is fantastic. The feel in the hand with the Damascus bolster is great. The attention to detail is phenomenal. The grain in the wood is just gorgeous, and all for less than $300 retail. I would highly recommend jumping on their Kickstarter if you're viewing this in May of 2019. Otherwise, that link should lead you to their site, which you can learn more about this blade. I gotta say, I was a little skeptical when they reached out and wanted to send me a new experimental project of a knife. I was massively impressed by this one though, and it's gonna be hard to see it go, but I wanna make sure that this gets in one of your knife bags. Do you want a chance to win this knife? It's completely free. Please leave me a comment down below with your favorite feature of this knife. Please get some color on that like button and make sure you're subscribed. Yes, I check if you're subscribed when I pick a winner, and I look forward to getting this on your cutting board ASAP. Thank you so much for your attention. My name is, of course, Justin Khanna, and I hope you have a good one.